Hello, this is Martin Richards from Coaching for Educators. This recording is for ILCA members because you, as language professionals who are training to be language coaches, are on the forefront of a very important development in the education world. And I am delighted to be able to support you as a co-founder for ILCA and as the founder for Coaching for Educators. You should be holding in your hand a sheet of paper. A sheet of paper that has 50 rectangular cards. I've printed them out here. I've printed them out on very nice paper. Ooh, and I've rounded the corners. They look like playing cards. I've even put the company logo well, on the back. They make very good business cards. So what you've got are questions based on the Grow model. As a new coach, you are likely to have met the Grow model. It's one of the simplest, most often taught models. That doesn't mean it's the best, but it's a great start. It has 4 stages. My team and I have created 10 powerful questions for each stage. These questions can be combined completely at will. So you have 10 choices for each of the 4 steps: goals, reality, opportunity, and will. Which means if you do the maths, and I do because I'm also a maths teacher, you have 10,000 combinations. If you use these coaching cards every day for, say, 300 days a year, gotta have a holiday, right? You have enough for 30 years. You're welcome. The idea is to use these cards to train with a practice client, a colleague, fellow coach, to train your skills in coaching. They are an aid. They are rather like the bicycle wheels that you had when you were very, very young and learning to ride a 2-wheeler. You had 2 extra wheels on the back. These are the extra wheels on the back. Having said that, I use these cards whenever I get stuck. I have now a bit of a problem, a question. And I thought I'd demonstrate using the cards by coaching myself on that question. What I do first is to take a piece of paper and I write down what it is that's top of my mind, what's bugging me. And then for each of the 4 questions, I write my answers on this piece of paper. At the bottom, I have action plan. So the top, topic, or what's bugging me, and the bottom, action plan. What am I going to do about it? In between, I have those 4 stages. Those of you who are counting the cards, and why shouldn't you, will have noticed there are actually 50 cards on that sheet. The yellow ones are tips. Tips to the coach. I said it was a training tool. These tips will help remind you of some of the core skills, the core competencies that you need to have in your heart when you coach somebody. When you're coaching yourself, it's always a good idea to remind the coach, your inner coach. So I've picked the cards out at random. And the tip that I have for myself today is observe the body language more closely. And I know you can just see my face and occasionally my hands. So I'm going to focus on what my face is saying, particularly if it's different to what my mouth is saying. And just to listen to the echo of my words. So I'll be observing as coach, my body language as client more closely. My topic, top of mind, is my company. I have a company, what do you call it? Limited company, I think they call it. It's a Swedish one, that's why I can't remember the name of it. And I'm retired. It used to employ me, but I retired from the company, but I'm the company owner. It's a wonderful conundrum. What am I going to do with my company? Because at some point I will have to do something with it, and I'd rather choose what to do when I want to do it. So, goals. What's important to you right now? Oh, choice. And it's easy. I don't want to get caught up in complicated stuff like tax declarations. Money. Fairness. I own the company and it affects family, so I'm looking at fairness for family there. Family. Okay. That was G. What's next? Reality. Ooh. How could this look in 5 years? Perfect question. They always are. The perfect question. In 5 years' time, simple. I'm free of it. Ooh. I'm free of it. Which suggests it's weighing me down. I am what they call a one-man company in a freer form. In Swedish it's called enskild firma. Or enkelbolag, that's another one, that's a new one. I will find the right format. So that's something to do, right format. The purist will be saying, but you've jumped to the goal, to the action plan. Yeah, I've jumped to the action plan. That's okay, I can do that. Because I'm going to go back. Now I've kind of realized that I need a simpler company form. Opportunity. What does your head say about this? My head says, get this right. Get it right. And that's from a tax's point of view. The tax situation here is awful. No, it's not awful. Taxes pay for essential things like hospitals. So we're going to get it right. Otherwise, my family or I would have to pay taxes. What does my heart say? Oh. My heart says I'm sad. I'm sad to let go. Which means I need to have a letting go party. Not a funeral. What could you call it? Some kind of closure. Closure. I'm going to have to kill and bury my company. Okay. I'm not 100% ready to do that, but I'll go through the sadness at the right time. So I want to get it right. My head's going, get that right. And my heart says, oh. And I'm a bit scared of getting it wrong. So I might need to get an advisor. All right. Willingness. When are you going to take the next step? Well, Monday's a holiday, so I will do this next week. And I'm now on the action plan. Next week, I will find out the correct format of a company, taxable company in this country. I will find an advisor to guide me through that and probably someone to help me through the bereavement process. Ooh, the closure process. Bereavement. And that's how you use the cards. good luck with them practicing and becoming a brilliant language coach, and keep using them for the next 30 years. You're welcome.